Inside the Mind of a Day Trader, episode 18. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Welcome back to another episode. Happy Monday. Today was January 6th. 2025, obviously. Now, I did only take one trade today, alerted that trade to the Discord as well. If you aren't in the Discord, be sure to join down below in the description for completely free. But other than that, going to cover the one trade. It was pretty much a break-even trade. I'll explain how the trade went down, and I also do want to cover there's some data that we have going on into the rest of the week, because we do have a pretty heavy week this week in terms of data being reported. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it and get on started. So perfect. So boom, hopping on over to the charts here. Now this trade was taken on Tesla per usual. It was taken off of this demand zone, as you guys can see here. Now this demand zone was charted out on the higher time frames and the lower time frames to really give me that confirmation that buyers were initially there previously significantly. So that's what I was looking at. Now you guys can obviously see here that we also tapped into this demand before I also entered, got a nice rejection and a nice confirmation of buying pressure, right? So that's added alongside with the demand being drawn out, was definitely giving me some good confluences to taking this trade. Now you can see here I entered this trade around 8:40-ish a.m. Pacific time. Now I entered around here. You can then see that price fell a little bit lower into demand. Now my initial stop loss was actually at a break below this demand. So stop was a bit wide on this trade, but I was really just confident that the zone would initially work out in my favor. Okay, so that was that, but the stop was moved to break even once we got this initial push up, and I'll explain why. So you can see trade then put us in drawdown just for a little bit. I wasn't too worried. Then after some patience, we finally got the initial push up and rejection that I was looking for. Here was my first main target profit point, and where I took my first trim, locked in some profits. I also announced to the Discord once we did hit this level here that I was taking some profits as well. But once we reversed at that point, you can really just see it really wasn't, didn't really work out in my favor at that point. So after I took my first profit trim up here, I alerted that my stop was going to be moved to break even, and I was pretty much in a risk-free trade, meaning that since I already took profits up here, I was going to move my stop loss to break even so I could not let a green trade go red, and that's exactly what I did. That's also why taking profits is also very important, and just always having a plan for your trades is very important, right? Because it helps you better understand what to do if that trade does go wrong, like how it did in this case scenario. You can then see we tapped back into this demand. I was waiting to see if it wanted to make that rejection and then continue up higher, like how I initially wanted in the first place, but obviously that wasn't the case. Sellers were pretty strong all throughout the morning as well, so I was fighting the trend in a way, but also this was the strongest key level on the charts, the strongest high probability reversal area on the charts that I wanted to look to take advantage of. And although we still were able to get that first profit trim, it wasn't a bad trade, right? It still ended up working in our favor, but at the same time it didn't. So that's why I kind of call it a break-even trade. It was really just a very small profit trade, but like I always say to you guys, not every single day are we going to be catching the best price action and best setups possible. But, that's why it's just always very important just to be disciplined, to understand when we should exit our trades, and also be disciplined enough to know when we should enter the best trades possible. But that's going to be that for the chart. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the news. Today was Monday, so we really didn't have anything too crazy, but I do want to cover Tuesday, Wednesday, as well as Friday. We do have multiple red folders being reported on each of those days, which is pretty big. Thursday, we don't have anything, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Be on the lookout for that. Especially be on the lookout for these data sets if you are going to be looking to trade this week. So first, going into Tuesday, which is tomorrow morning, 30 minutes after market open, we're going to have PMI and JOLTS jobs opening. That's going to be tomorrow. Both of those are going to be red folders. Now going on into Wednesday as well as Friday. Wednesday, we have non-farm as well as unemployment claims as well as FOMC meeting minutes. So Wednesday is definitely going to be a very big volatile day. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Possibly even look to be on the sidelines on Wednesday just due to how volatile it's likely to be. Now going on into Friday, we have non-farm again, unemployment rate, and then also just some other orange folders. Now those are going to be mainly pre-market. We do have some data being reported on Friday within open market, but that's just going to be orange folders that are going to be reported 30 minutes after market open. So nothing too crazy on Friday. I'd really say be on the lookout for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then of course Wednesday is definitely going to be the biggest day of the week. But that's going to be that for this video. Going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, found some value from it. If you have any questions or whatever the case may be, definitely leave it down below in the comments. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.